The next topic is the topic number 18, and here again we are dealing with integration, but this time regarding the trigonometric functions. Now, again, I will recall you trigonometric or any integration for that matter. If you have the MCQs, if you have options, can be solved in the calculator. So it is highly recommended to use that method over here, because if you're getting too much confused or if you have too many formulas to remember, then you can just use that for now. Part A and part B, you can use the calculator method. If you want to know about the calculator method again, you can watch the previous videos or you can watch the shortcut method to integration down in the description. Please click on that and watch it. Now we will see this as well. These are the Pythagorean identities, trigonometric identities. You must remember all these. There are plenty of these formulas in the previous videos. In the video number 8, I believe, was somewhere over there. In the part 1, this was already explained. So this is kind of, refreshing it again. These are the double angle identities. Pythagoras identity are very crucial if you're solving it directly. Then here these are the integrals for Pythagoras for trigonometries. So you must remember these. Now over here again, I'll just quickly recall, whenever you have cosine, cotangent or cosecant as the answer, it'll be minus. See, even over here. Now these are the two extra formulas. Now otherwise, if there is no cosine or there is no c, then it becomes it's just positive. So that is the thing. Now then, we will quickly dive into this problem. Over here we have got evaluate cos to the power 4x sine cube x dx. There is no direct substitution. There is no formula you need to do u substitution. You need to choose the appropriate value for u. Now you can see there are two functions. Now sine is less and this is more, so it's better to take not as a even number. It's over here we would take cos 4 because it's higher power, and then we can easily dissolve this other term. So it depends, it's not just even, or it's not really higher power. It depends on different situations. Sometimes you don't take sine at all or cos at all, you take other things. So this u value would vary depending on the question and the situation. So as you practice more problem, you will get a hang of it. Now over here u is taken as cos. You don't take the power, you just take this, and then what happens? Du by dx is minus sine. What you do is you derive this. Remember, derivation of any c values like cosine, cotangent, everything is negative. You have to add this negative sign over here. So this is it. Now what do? We need to get dx, right? So swap this with dx. So it'll go to the other side, it'll become minus du by sine x equals dx. Now then, we will just rearrange and write these terms. Instead of cos 4x, cos to the power 4x, you write u to the power 4 and then sine cube. Okay, now one more thing. Before we do the substitution, right, we have to rearrange these terms. Why? Because now this was odd, right? Sine was odd. So one of the sine will go. But what about this power 2? This, if we have sine squared, we can use Pythagorean identity and get everything in terms of cos. That's what we do now. See over here, cos to the power 4. Sine squared is 1 minus cos squared x. Because we know from Pythagorean identity, cos squared x plus sine squared x equals 1. So if this is the case, just take cos to the other side, it becomes sine squared x equals 1 minus, or subtract both the sides by cos, it'll be minus cos squared x. So that is what happened over here with the sine squared x. And now this sine squared x, leave it as it is. Now substitute the u values, apply the u's. So we, instead of cos to the power 4x, it'll be u to the power 4, 1 minus u squared, because cos squared x is u squared. Sin x, leave it, dx will be minus du by sin x. Now these both cancels, negative sign remains, u to the power 4, 1 minus u squared du. Multiply this u inside, what is going to happen? U to the power 4 into 1 is u to the power 4, u to the power 4 into u to the power 2. Remember, when you multiply terms like terms with different powers, you add the powers. You just add the powers. Okay? Only when it is squared, imagine you're squaring this, then you multiply the powers. It'll be u power 8. But now you're multiplying, so it is powers are added. It'll be u power 6 du. And now you can easily integrate, isn't it? U to the power 5 divided by 5 minus u to the power 7 divided by 7 plus c. And here, this is the, now multiply the minus sign inside, and here you get it. So now it's not over. You need to substitute the whatever you are considered back into the question, and here you go. That is your final answer. So this is constant of integration. Now, I will quickly do the shortcut method as well, because that is very handy in such cases, because sometimes you might get stuck anywhere. So, oh, you got the correct answer, well and good, but double check your answer by the calculator method. Now, in this case, all you need to do is first shift mode and radians, and then you need to type it. Cos, take any x value. For trigonometry, I generally take 0.5. I don't take huge values. Don't take 0 or 1. They are tricky values because sometimes it will be 0, right? So it's a problem. Now, what do you do? Cos x. This 4, if it is for cos power 4, it must be the whole 4, like this. After this x value, you can put the power. Always remember, if it is cos to the power 4x, that is equivalent to cos x the whole power 4. You can put brackets as well, it's the same thing. Only when it is cos x power 2, this is only for this. So it will be, I should have squared inside, it will be 0.5 squared. But now it is since cos, it will be entire squared. I'll just put the brackets anyways. Even if you don't put the brackets, you will get the correct answer. But if you should power it accordingly, correctly, multiplied with sine x is 0.5, close the bracket and make it cube. And now I didn't close the bracket. Now it's proper. That's it. Press equal to, your answer is 0.06536. Okay, the x value was 0.5. Now all you need to do is put this term in derivative, definite derivative, dy by dx. So minus cos over here will be cos x is 0, sorry, don't put 0.5 over here. You need to put, instead of x equals that blank, you should put 0.5 over here. You need to have it as x itself. Please remember that. To the power 5 divided by 5. I'm not putting the brackets because it'll be very clumsy over here. That's the reason. Or you can put the brackets, it's the same thing. Cos x, that is alpha and x, close the bracket, to the power 7 divided by 7, and plus c. C is any constant. You can write anything or you can leave it blank. It's the same thing. I'm just writing to show you that it does not make a difference. 0.5. The answer is the same thing, whatever we got. Now I'll just remove this 4, 2, 3. I will get the same answer. Why? Because whenever you whenever you do dy by dx of any constant, it becomes 0. It can be any constant, positive or negative, it becomes 0. So that's why I'll get the same answer. That is why we would not do this. See, we don't put x value over here and then definite integral. No, we don't use definite integral. Why? Because of this constant problem. That's why if you're following this shortcut method, which I'm telling over here, please make sure you use the x value in the given question and do definite integral to the answer, so you will get the exact value. Now this is the correct answer. You can try this over with any of the problems. See, wherever there's definite integral, it's directly in the calculator. Or if there is problems like this, you can follow whatever I just now told you, or you can directly use the calculator. If you want cot, cosecant, I've already done videos on those. Please watch the previous videos. Please watch the shortcut videos. Now, if you're thinking, how do we do this? Very simple. Instead of cot, you have to put 1 by tan x the whole squared. That's the only thing. Just remember, use sine. Now see, cosecant. Cosecant is not there in your calculator. but we have sine, it's equal to 1 by sine. So just remember to put this in the calculator and solve. So these are the methods. If you want the actual methods how to solve, it's over here, detailed explanation. Please do solve them by yourself and then check for the answers. I will now go through all these answers. You can pause the video and watch it. I'll go slowly through these. So these are the steps. So over here it's done. Definite integrals are very simple in calculator, so you can use that, or you can use the formula. It's the same thing. Now these are all the answers. Now remember, for secant you need to use 1 by cos if you're using the calculator method. Over here you can see these answers. You can pause the video over here if you want to know these, or you can find the presentation from the link as well. So these are all the answers. I hope it is clear. And if you have any doubts, please do put them in the comments section, and I will be back for the next video.